Hey everyone, Chloe here, and welcome back to another video. So today I like to have an honest and open, no filter conversation about what happens to women after 35. And it's a topic that a lot of women don't like to talk about. And this is not fear mongering, this is the unfiltered truth. A lot of women don't like to admit that they're getting older, that they're struggling, or that they're drowning, or that their life is in the shambles, or that they're clueless about men. And a lot of women don't like to admit that they've made a ton of mistakes when it comes to men.
Ah, yes. So interesting to hear those words from a woman, something many of us as men know.
Run for your lives, men.
But this, of course, is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. The rapturous, advantageous Replicant Fish, of course. But I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice week, nice month. Hope you're out there wearing your masks and fighting the virus. And I'm just saying, take care of yourself. So an interesting video today by a woman making the same points many men like myself make, except she'll never be called a misogynist because she's a woman. But it proves another point I've made many times myself, especially this year. The power of men's words over women's. You see, anyone can say anything.
You're average looking at best.
But it's something about when men say something that people either listen or they don't like it. You either listen or you don't like it, even when women say the same thing. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, life after 35. There are many good points in here about men as well. About men before and after the age of 35. So many good points in here for us as men as well. Enough waffling. Get that crap out of here. Let's begin!
And a lot of women don't like to admit that they've made a ton of mistakes when it comes to men. They get embarrassed when they get used or played, or when they waste significant time with deadbeat men. So women tend to suffer in silence, and we don't have enough conversations with women on how to get on the right path. And we're not having these conversations with our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunties. So a lot of women hit 35 and they realize that not a soul, that no one told them or taught them anything to prepare them for life after 35.
Yep, at 35, after they have hit the wall. Only then they realize what mistakes they have made with their lives. The sad thing is many women end up as former sugar babies or leftover women of some kind. Why don't older women tell younger women this more often?
No one cares.
And I think it's something young women should pay attention to. Life after 35, what no one tells women. Even hot girls become average leftover women.
No one tells women about the gradual shift that takes place in a woman's life after 35. And it's a real transition that should be talked about more openly amongst women. But we live in a society that expects women to stay in their 20s forever. But the truth is, we all age. And as women, we all have milestones in our lives that we'd like to accomplish. But after 35, many harsh realities tend to kickstart depression in women, especially when they don't understand how to be hypergamous.
So clearly she's a channel, women's channel, that promotes hypergamy. She promotes women being feminine as well. You know, women having to find their femininity nowadays because a lot of them have grown balls and are acting like men. So women are trying to find their femininity, their feminine ways, their feminine ways.
She's crazy.
Oh God. Do not be a step up or a step ladder in a woman's life, as far too often we as men are.
So let's get into it. What women don't tell each other after 35. Let's start with independence. You know, that being Miss Independent after 35 and doing it all wears you out. When you're young, you can be Miss Independent, but after 35, doing it all tires you. It's called attrition, mileage, it's called the struggle, or wear and tear.
Yep, wear and tear, wear and tear. She's going to make a point now that myself and many other men have made before. But when we say it, it's bad and it's evil, man, whatever. But she's about to make a point that many of us as men know all too well and firsthand.
And after a while, doing it all, ladies, becomes very taxing on the body. And while it seems to be the standard that a lot of Black women have set for themselves,
Women.
doing it all and having to do it all is stressful and it zaps your vitality, because the energy that you had in your 20s will not be the same in your mid 30s. Moving on, after 35, no one cares how hard you work to be Miss Independent. No one cares how hard you work to be Miss Independent.
No one cares. Yeah,
No one cares.
no one cares. This video was a year ago, by the way, but
No one cares.
almost the foresight. So Android guy could say,
No one cares.
because no one cares. Truly, no one cares. Not in a bad way, but you're not as hot as you used to be.
Ladies, when you work against your feminine nature, it starts to grind you down and it starts to affect your looks and your feminine output. So if you're independent, but you look like hell, no one really cares because being a do it all workhorse
I was trying not to laugh. I was trying not to laugh, but oh God. Let's hear that again. That was wrong. Let's hear that again.
and your feminine output. So if you're independent, but you look like hell, no one really cares because being a do it all workhorse makes a woman masculine. It makes you rough around the edges because doing it all taxes the body. And this is why so many sisters are broken down body wise because Miss Do It All doesn't have the time or energy to invest in her femininity.
Yeah, some women do assume that their body will be the same in their 20s when they reach their 30s. They don't understand that all those years, all that fun, all that random fun, all that random D, it does have an effect on your body, women. Men tell you, but you don't want to listen to men. And the sad thing is, most women don't tell women this. They just kind of let you ruin your lives.
Because Miss Do It All doesn't have the time or energy to invest in her femininity. She doesn't put herself first because she's been taught to do it all alone at the expense of herself. So just like no one cares about how cute a Dusty is after 35 if he's broke,
As some men should understand, a lot of women, decent amounts of women, will date a broke man if he looks good or offers something else other than money. For the most part, he's probably just company and sex, for the most part, to be honest. He doesn't have any money. The thing is, if you're a man that does F all with your life, you don't do anything with your life, eventually, it becomes more difficult to move around the older you get as a man if you don't have anything yourself. If you've been one of those actual real dusty dudes, the hardcore dusty dudes that live under women and just play video games all day long. If you're one of those men who do nothing and want to do nothing with your life, then
no one cares. No one cares.
but you still get women, yeah, it's not going to last forever. So my point is, men, stay on your hustle and your grind. Have your fun, yes. Never lose your hustle and your grind. Because those dudes have a time limit as well. The thing is, so many women spend time with these dudes that they burn themselves out with these dudes. And then realize later on that it was a mistake. But at least they had fun. At least they had fun.
No one cares about how hard you work because people will start to judge you on other areas of your life, like having children, not having children, having a husband, having security, having a family. After 35, people aren't really impressed with career women.
Shong Yu.
They're impressed with women who have it all. And I know that stings to hear, but it's the truth. Feminism doesn't prepare women for the judgment that comes with life after 35. Moving on. If you're still single, ladies, dating after 35 becomes an absolute nightmare.
No, come on, Chloe. No, Chloe. Come on, Chloe. Don't tell women that. The dream and fantasy is that it doesn't matter what age you are as a woman. Don't tell them the truth. The truth is not nice.
You're average looking at best.
Sell the dream, like Derek Jackson does. Sell the dream. You could be a woman at 45 and be as hot as you were at 25.
Bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Yeah, sell the lie. Yeah, keep telling them that.
Absolute nightmare. After 35, the pickings in the dating pool are slimmer than slim, especially if you are the type of black woman who's waiting around for her non-existent black king.
The type of any woman waiting around for some supreme being of a man, king or the captain that will come along to pick up the leftovers of maybe many men. Yeah, good dining.
By this time, men will usually have a child or a bunch of kids to take care of, lots of child support payments. He may be divorced. He may be trying to look for his third wife. And you, as a single mother, may be looking for a stepfather for your child, like Sierra.
Oh, hell no. Oh, for flip's sake, hell no. Like, stop. Breathe, fish. Breathe. I kind of triggered myself with that, like Sierra.
Stepfather for your child, like Sierra.
A few things to break down here. Yes, of course, as men, things can happen in life that can make one lose their job or mess up their career or their form of income. Yes, of course. But if that's an interim until you get back on your feet, that's different. I'm not talking about you. You're a man, still focused. Good job. But men who are still broke after 35 because they did nothing with their earlier life. Trash already, trash! Yeah, who cares? That's your problem. So obviously, she's talking to many women who wasted their lives dating broke, dusty men. Unambitious, broke, dusty men. More reckless men, sort of like Future.
Diamonds on me look like water. Getting freaky with your daughter.
Then later on find a nice, well-rounded man. Yeah? Yeah.
Sip. Sip. Sip.
Desperation for pussy.
You know, I haven't made a video on the Russell Wilson topic for a reason. I'm waiting to see the outcome fully. Then I'll make a video. Then I will make the video.
But she's an exceptionally beautiful celebrity. But for regular women over 35, men tend to have a lot of baggage around this age because they're broke. They don't have any money to date or to impress the women that they really want. And that's very frustrating for them. And dating after 35 is when the pool of rejects tends to get bigger. You know, these are your abusive men, your mentally ill nuts, your narcissists, your misogynists. The rejects are usually the ones that are the leftovers. These are the men that no one wants. This is why it's important for women to understand hypergamy.
To understand hypergamy in your decline.
It's crazy.
But the fact is, many of those women would have dated the rejects before. That's why they never had a prominent man already. That's why they had a future experience. But in their days of future past, if I've said that correctly, I probably didn't. But in their days of future past, they now need a simp or captain to save the day.
Sip.
It doesn't matter how much hypergamy you want to push. If you're an average at best woman who was once hot, your chances are blown to find anything more than probably a dusty man. A dusty man that lives under you. Yeah, that's what happens. And this picture is very interesting, by the way. It's a very interesting picture. Can we all see the delusion going on here and what's being pushed in this image? Yeah? Because you have a ton of dusties in your 20s, and then you find a good-looking man who's not a dusty in your 30s.
That is bullshit.
Yeah? And who may be a different complexion. Yeah? Yeah, this is realistic. This is realistic. A realistic smash, to be honest. A realistic smash. Pay attention, men, but I think some of you know this already, don't you?
To win with hypergamy. And the younger the better, because dating after 35 gets tough. Moving on, let's talk about weight. After 35, ladies, you gain weight and you start to age. After 35, the pounds come on and they don't go away as easily. You know, weight loss can happen at any stage of a woman's life, but after 35, our metabolism starts to drastically slow down, and after 35, our bodies hormonally start to give us more backlash when our diets lack nutrition.
Baggage. It's called excess baggage. Not life baggage. Body baggage. You know? Body baggage.
Some people can get away with eating fast food for a long time, but it eventually catches up to everyone. Look at the health crisis in diabetes that we're having all around the world. Diabetes used to be an obese person's problem, but now, you know, people in their 20s are getting diabetes. And after 35, your body can't digest the garbage of a poor diet as well as it used to. But our bodies usually tell a different story. As a group, we tend to be overweight after 35. We tend to be obese.
Why did she use Lizzo for this? Why did she use Lizzo to make this point? It's so wrong. It's so wrong. My God, Chloe, you're evil. Lizzo, really? I'd never do anything like this. I have more standards. I'd never do anything like this. I think I actually have before. Now let's carry on.
Because being significantly overweight is a byproduct of aging. And I'm sorry, y'all, some black does crack. And eventually all women hit the wall, 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 all women hit the wall. No one cares how hard you work. All women hit the wall of age, especially if they haven't kept up their looks.
It's got Gabby Sidibe. I'm not sure what her name is, but why is she using so many overweight black women? This is not right. Why is she doing this?
No one cares.
And she's a woman herself. Women are very cruel to each other.
Just like a woman.
Showing all these overweight women. What is wrong with women?
It's crazy.
I'll tell you, women are very evil.
Moving on. After 35, men start to notice you less. And as quiet as kept, after 50, you start to become invisible to men.
Yep. Yep. A lot of those women that men don't see nowadays, some of them are hot. Some of them are fine. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Yeah, trust me. But yeah, those days are gone and they'll never come back. So yeah, be careful, men. Some women try to trap you because they know their days are numbered. The numbers being plus 30.
It's no secret, ladies, that women like attention from men. But men with money and resources tend to go after younger, more attractive, more vital women, and and don't get it twisted. A lot of older women are hot, they're sexy, and they can attract younger men.
Yeah, stop lying to yourself. I'm all right. I said that too quickly, but yes, some older women can attract younger men. We call them cougars nowadays, and there's nothing wrong with a cougar, but an older man dating younger women, there's something wrong with that.
That is bullshit.
And these kinds of situationships are pretty common for women over 35 because it's an ego boost for older women to attract a younger, hotter guy. But usually this situationship is based on sex.
How some random older woman got her groove back. How she randomly got her groove back and then lost it because the man ghosted her. He ghosted her. She's never going to see him again.
And it runs its course and it can't sustain itself because young guys are emotionally immature. They aren't providers. They don't have money. They can't do the things that older women enjoy doing because those things cost money.
I like this picture, by the way. The use of colors is actually nice. And we've got some sun glistening off some skin right here. Indeed.
Sip.
And usually younger guys who have sex with older women have mommy issues. They want sugar mamas, or they sleep with older women because older women usually lower their standards and are sometimes even desperate for anyone.
It's a bit too personal.
So the younger man, the older woman dynamic usually doesn't work out because you cannot build a relationship on sexual attraction alone.
Again, don't tell women that. Let them believe it. That's why many men end up just kind of using women because they believe a lot of the nonsense men sell them.
Moving on, and this is a sensitive one, ladies. Fertility. Fertility dips after 35. And a lot of women, they think they can have babies anytime they want. But our bodies are given a window to have children. Fertility dips after 35. And if you want children and you want a family, you usually want to do it before 35. Because after 35, getting pregnant, and of course some women are blessed with strong fertility, but fertility after 35 can come with complications like autism, birth defects, because after 35, the chromosomes in our eggs aren't optimal.
But yeah, we know this, don't we? Starting a family with an older woman's not going to really work. It's going to be difficult. A lot of women look at celebrities, very rich women, famous women who have the money to blow on these treatments, and they think they can do it themselves, all by themselves.
All women hit the wall.
Being an independent woman seems to have a sell-by date.
Now, we are seeing a lot of celebrity women have babies in their 40s, but trust and believe they are using top-notch fertility doctors. And as quiet as kept, a lot of Hollywood women are using donor eggs and using surrogates because some women's bodies cannot handle pregnancy after 35. And all of these procedures cost money, buku money. Why? Because life costs money. And lastly, life becomes expensive after 35. This is when money really becomes a motivating factor and force in dating for women.
Yeah, it does, because some women have to spend more the older they get to maintain what they lost and had naturally at some point when they were younger.
Because after 35, women begin to see the value in having security. Security for themselves, security for their children. Women want stability. Usually women who say that marriage is just a piece of paper.
Oh, I'm not sure who this is, but hey, hello. Yeah, she's not a bad looking cougar. She's not a bad looking cougar. She's probably only 41 years old, but I'm 37, so she's a cougar to me. Yeah, she's an older woman. Yeah, hey.
Sip.
And that it don't stop men from cheating. Usually those women, they don't understand the financial benefits of being married to a man who is a provider. But after 35, trust and believe she's humming and singing a different tune because life costs money. Nothing is free. After 35, women want marriage because marriage to a provider man comes with life insurance, medical coverage, pensions, Higher salaries, a husband with a will.
What?
Higher salaries, a husband with a will.
Husband with a will. Hear all of that? Did any of you hear love? Did any of you hear love? Did you hear love? Pay attention. Pay attention.
And security for your children. After 35, ladies, you want to feel good. You get tired of hustling and struggling. You want manicures, you want pedicures, you want your hair done, you want to go shopping, you want to impress your friends, you want to go to nice restaurants, you want to travel and experience new things, you want to buy nice Christmas gifts for the kids. You want to create great memories, and for that to happen, you need money.
And fun. Don't forget the fun. Tons and tons of fun. Nothing but fun. It never stops. It never stops.
And when you see feminine women who are getting men to pay for the things that you once bragged about getting on your own, the Miss I Do It All tends to get, she gets really mad. She gets big mad.
Well, she's cute, to be honest, and she does look feminine. She doesn't look like a very hard and vicious, masculine sort of woman. She actually looks feminine. Yeah, I feel sorry for some women. Some women naturally still manage to maintain some femininity. A lot of women like trash already, trash. A lot of women just don't. They're just very hard and they're not soft. They're not soft like Jesus Christ. They're not soft. It's terrible.
She becomes envious and resentful because Miss I Do It All always hates on the woman who used her femininity to get what all women want out of life.
Perfect picture. This woman doesn't look as feminine as the last one. This woman she looks angry. Just looks angry.
And that's security. So if you're at 35 or over 35, subscribe to this channel.
Silence, you fool!
Yes, be glad, men, be glad. And some women still listening at this point. Be glad. The information age does exist, which means many men can learn to avoid women when they're probably going through the worst phase of some of their lives. Some of them. And men can learn to run for their flipping lives. Stay hustling, men. Never give up the hustle. Here. But for now, focus, observe. Remember, the world is yours. Have a nice day.